Hi and welcome to Kids Church. We're so happy you joined us. I'm Deb and I'm part of the HTKids team here at Holy Trinity in the Bayside suburb of Hampton. Now we've been exploring incredible faith with the help of some awesome superheroes. Now, what do you think would make a person with superpowers bad at doing their job? You know what I think would make a superhero bad? A hero that doesn't care. Now, imagine an ordinary person like you and me, one day being, well, ordinary, and then next day they wake up and discover they have amazing powers that can save the world. They have become a superhero. Now, most superheroes are people who recognise that with great power comes great responsibility. They feel incredible using the powers they have for good. But what if they didn't? What if you had all the power in the world and you just didn't give a hoot about anyone? It would be terrible if a superhero heard someone cry for help and ignored it, or a superhero who's flying over the city sees a crime happening and just keeps on flying. What kind of a superhero watches ordinary people in trouble and shrugs and says, not my problem? Superheroes don't just sit by while people are struggling. Superheroes are super because they help people. People of faith should be the same way. Now, like today's hero, the Princess of Protection, we need to be ready to spring into action when people are in need. Let's see how her audition for the superhero team is going.
Hello and welcome to our Zoom audition. Now, just to answer a few questions frequently asked, no, we don't have a name for the team yet. And no, we do not have a deal for action figures. And no, Batman will not be a member of this team. We asked him and he said no. Okay, moving on now. Next number is 117. Number 117, step forward, please.
Don't worry, I have you covered. You have nothing to fear.
Oh, I'm relieved about that. Number 117, I presume?
You can call me the Princess of Protection.
Princess of Protection, huh? Let me guess, you like to protect things.
I like to help people. If they need to get a cat out of a tree, I get a cat out of a tree. If Grandma needs a ride to the hospital, I give her a ride to the hospital. If someone needs protection, I protect them.
Oh, I appreciate that. But I will be honest, I don't think I need protecting.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, very sure.
What about that guy?
What about him?
Aren't you afraid of him?
Oh, why would I be afraid of him?
Are you kidding? Just look at that guy. He looks like a villain to me.
Oh, look, I'm sure he's okay. He's not going to hurt me.
That's right, he's not, because I will protect you.
Oh, I'm very grateful that
I've got my eye on you, buddy.
Oh, okay, Princess, I get it. You love to protect people.
I love helping people. I believe God wants us to help our fellow man and our fellow woman. And as a woman of faith myself, I want to be faithful to that calling.
That's what I like to hear. A superhero should always be ready to lend a hand.
That's what makes a hero, not that guy.
Oh, will you leave that kid alone?
I'm watching you, buddy.
Oh, Princess, I'm really impressed. I definitely think we can use a woman of your faith and dedication on the team.
I'd be happy to, whatever you need.
Oh, thank you, Princess. You may go for now.
You came from heaven, you loved me, gave up all you had, you saved me, your life was given, you loved me, so I live forever, you saved me, you made a way for me, you came to set me free. I believe in Jesus, I believe he came to save in Jesus. I'll live to follow him. I will trust in Jesus Christ. You came from heaven. You loved me. You loved me. Gave up all you had. You saved me. You saved me. Your life was given. You loved me. You loved me. So I live forever. You saved me. You saved me. You made a way for me. You came to set me free. I believe in Jesus. I believe he came to save. I believe in Jesus Christ. I will trust in Jesus. I'll live to follow him. I will trust in Jesus Christ. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. Sing, sing, sing like you mean it. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. I believe, I believe, I believe. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. Sing, sing, sing like you mean it. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. I believe, I believe, I believe. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. Sing, sing, sing like you mean it. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. I believe, I believe, I believe. Yeah, I believe in Jesus. I believe he came to save. I believe in Jesus Christ. I will trust in Jesus. I'll live to follow him. I will trust in Jesus Christ. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. Sing, sing, sing like you mean it. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. I believe, I believe, I believe. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. Sing, sing, sing like you mean it. Clap, clap, clap if you feel it. I believe, I believe, I believe.
Now, because of the coronavirus, many of us have been feeling a lot of things that we might not usually feel, at least not quite as strongly or as often. Perhaps you've been feeling angry or fearful, or sometimes a bit sad and lonely because you can't see your grandparents or your friends, or go to kinder or school, or go to church. Now, Jesus knows when we are feeling angry, fearful, sad and lonely. Even Jesus sometimes felt these things himself, and it's okay to feel this way. But Jesus wants us to put our trust in him so that he can help us feel joy. Now, for the next 4 weeks, we'll be looking at emotions. We'll look at what Jesus wants to teach us about how we feel and how he can help us when we might be struggling with our feelings.
That brings us to our first story for this new series, How to Train Your Emotions. Now, over the break, Deb and I have watched a movie that some of you may have already seen, or you may have read the books. It's called How to Train Your Dragon.
Now, the stories were written by Cressida Cowell, and in her books she has created a magical place where Vikings and dragons learn to live together, all thanks to the courage and creativity of a boy named Hiccup. Now, rather than seeing dragons as enemies, Hiccup sees them as likely friends. He discovers that dragons can be trained, and he shares what he learns with everybody. Now, as exciting as these books are, I wonder how many of you today would actually want to train a huge, two-headed, flying, fire-breathing, angry dragon. I'm not sure I would be brave enough. But we don't need to worry about that because we know there are no dragons in our world.
But God has a challenge for all of us that is very similar to trying to train a dragon. God wants us to get a handle on something that can be just as wild and untamed as a dragon, our emotions.
Yep, now emotions are the feelings we have like happiness, sadness, anger, joy and fear. And did you know that since the time you were very little, you've all experienced these emotions? Now you didn't know what they were at first and you had no way to tame them on your own. The challenge to tame our emotions continues as a kid and, believe it or not, even when we've grown up into adults. Emotions are a challenge at any age and there's no stopping them, but with God's help, we can learn to tame them. We're going to start with the one emotion that makes us want to belch fire like a dragon, anger. Now, anger is one of the hardest emotions to predict or to control.
Anger happens when we feel wronged or disappointed or let down or even upset. If we can't control our anger, we can get into some serious trouble.
Let's meet Moses, who lived in the palace of Pharaoh. Moses did something bad, and it was a big uh-oh. So Moses ran far, far away. The people of Israel were stuck working all day. Moses was tending his sheep when he heard his name. God spoke to him through a bush that was burning up in flames. God had a great plan, but Moses said, "No way, you've got the wrong man." God let Moses' brother speak on his behalf, and the two into the Pharaoh, each carrying a staff. Aaron told Pharaoh to let God's people go, but the Pharaoh told them, no, no, no. God sent plagues to the land and to the skies, frogs and bugs and hail and even some pesky flies. After many days of this, the Egyptians were sad. Pharaoh said, "Get out of here," and the Israelites were glad. Moses and the Israelites left Egypt behind, but then the Pharaoh just up and changed his mind. Pharaoh chased the Israelites and they were as scared as could be, but Moses raised his staff and God parted the Red Sea. All of God's people walked on dry land, and the Israelites went free just as God had planned.
This is DJ Maddie with the lads and the Na-Na song. Get ready to move to the never-failing, ever-remaining promises of God. Let's go!
God is with you when you rise. So move yourself to the left and the right. He's with you when you're up and down. And bounce and pop down to the ground. God is with you 24/7. Step left and right. Keep on stepping. He's with you through the highs and lows. Clap, clap your hands as you go.
Yeah, here we go!
Wherever you go, you were never alone. God is with you all the time, through the day and through the night. Wherever you go, you were never alone. And God is with you all the time, through the day and through the night.
Now I got it, but do you got it? I don't know. This time I want you to holler out the promises while you move. Look, like this.
God is with me when I rise. So move yourself to the left and the right. He's with me when I'm up and down. So bounce and pop down to the ground.
day and through the night.